Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House, and we're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I think Joey forgot that we were having, we had a meeting with a friend as well. We were both like, oh my gosh, forgot. So yeah, sorry about that abrupt video end. Okay, so what I'm doing is I just want to put something right here around that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick distress because even though this is a nice neutral color, if any of it peeks out, I want it to look a little bit more grunge. Not grunge, but you know what I mean, like a little bit more antique-y. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac. So far, so good with that. So I'm hoping this, I don't know how if I remember how I measured that. So we're just going to do it in pieces. So put that right there on that little silver lip there. Oh boy. I kind of had the feeling like, you know, when you forget to set your alarm. Of course, nowadays you can keep the same alarm that you have on your phone and stuff if you do that, but or your alarm didn't go off or whatever. Do you remember that? And then you'd wake up and you only had a few minutes before you had to be to work, or, you know, you were already late for work. That's the feeling I have. I think that's going to be okay, because in that other part, that top part will fit over that. And then I have some scraps here because I'm not real sure. I think this will go over it, but I do need to, I want to cut off like some of the white part. I think I hear Joey now. And let's see if we can get it right here to there. Wonder if I can really butt it right up against it. I think I can. See how that looks. Okay. So hopefully this won't take too long, because I think the other part I have pretty well done. I am going to be on the prowl for some little vintage tins, because I just don't feel like I got this one antiqued enough, you know. I forgot to shut my studio door. Might hear Joey in the kitchen. He's been outside, well, he was outside, and then our friend came, and then he came, so then Joey came in, and then he went back outside. Okay, I feel like that's gonna stay. It's a little slippery, you know how Fabri-Tac is, it's a little bit slippery. Okay. All right, now let's see if I have one that's thick enough to go. I cut some, I could not get the right width completely, so I just have little strips here. I do want to take that white off again. Okay. So I just wanted to also, while I'm doing this, I just wanted to tell everybody how much I appreciate all your sweet comments. It just means the world to me that you watch these little videos and hang out with me. And you know, you probably see, if you look at any of the comments, my friend Pam is just so faithful. And thank you, Pam, for being such a sweet, sweet friend. And I think she's probably watched every video I've ever had. And I just think that's the sweetest thing ever. I just appreciate it. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. And I appreciate all your ideas. I love it when you give me ideas. And I haven't forgotten. Somebody asked, I had two requests and I have not forgotten. One was to show my coffee and tea dye process, and I'm going to do that. Maybe even this week, because it's going to be very sunny this week, and that really produces wonderful prints. So I'm just kind of holding this down because it's wanting to kind of bubble up with all that glue under there. So maybe we'll do that one this week. The other one was to, well, how do I use tea bags? And I have ideas. I've been saving my tea bags. I don't drink like tea every day in the sense of like hot tea. Now in the winter time, I love to have some hot tea, but I don't really do it much in the summer. But I do make some, you know, cold tea. You know, I brew it and then I just make some cold tea. But I don't do that very, you know, like I don't constantly have tea because I'm a big water drinker. I love water, but I love tea. But anyways, over the last few weeks, I have been saving my tea bags. So I will, well, I used one today. That's one of my tea bags. So I do want to, I haven't forgotten you ladies that asked that. So I will get on that. Let that drip down a little bit. We walked outside to say goodbye to our friend, walk him out to the car, and noticed that, you know, we have land on both sides of the property, and on one side we noticed a couple of small trees had come down, but sometimes it's kind of hard to tell because they don't necessarily fall. They fall on other trees, you know. This one's not going to go all the way down, but maybe it'll go down enough. I just don't want to get it in the way of closing. Okay. And then cut that off. I am piecing it, but this is a thin because of where the hinge is, so I thought a smaller piece might work. Okay, we're almost there. That's the fun thing about, you know, when you use collage paper like this, everything is collage. You barely can see a seam on here where I seamed it because it's collage paper. I'm hoping that's drying well. That's a little bit of an overlap. We'll see if it works okay. I don't know if this is a paper towel that I had something on or what it is. Oh boy. I'm hoping once this is done, completed, you know, that it's going to look okay. Oh, and I also, this week, want to do some garage sale finds. Joey and I went garage sailing. I want to show you some things that we got. I didn't get a lot of stuff this time, which is fine. I don't need anything, brother. But I got some pretty little things. Thought I would show you. I like to garage sell in flea market and get Christmas gifts. Stocking stuffers, little unique or pretty old things that I know that, you know, goes with something somebody's doing. Or so we did get, I won't show you those just in case somebody's watching that they're gonna get it, but I did find some really sweet things. We usually find more for the women in our family, you know, at sales and flea markets than the men, because it's usually decor or something like that, you know. Okay, I think that's okay. All right, let's get some of this out of the way now and assemble this little tin. Get some stuff out of the way. It's getting late. I think Joey's probably starving half to death. All right, I'll put my little scraps over here. Flowers over here. Let's assemble this thing and see how it looks. Memory board back. Okay, so the Fabri-Tac seems to be working pretty good. Ooh. Okay, there's that little thing. That's cute. Okay, let's put this on the lid. Okay, so I took some of those scraps I told you about, and then I just fiddled with them. So this is the Kathy Holden, and I don't know if you can see, I just did a little stitch around the fern. Then I did a little teeny slow stitching here. Or you probably can't even see that, I don't know. Tiny, tiny. And then I just sewed this on and put that on, and just a little bit of everything, and then that button that we already chose. So we'll set that on. It's going to hang over, which is okay with me. And then maybe it'll cover up some of that red. You could, you know, if this was something you wanted to do and you don't have vintage tins, I imagine you could just spray paint these tins. You know, you could use maybe even a primer or something, or you could just do it in a color you want. Maybe, oh gosh, oh, I'm so sorry, that's loud. You know, like maybe even just maybe you want to do it all in brown or make them black or whatever. Okay. So I think a lot of that red hopefully is going to get covered up. Ugh, maybe not completely, but some. I think I'm going to tack this down a little bit. You can use such a thin coat for something like that, and then you don't have that kind of seeping through out of convenience. I usually don't do it that way, and then I end up having a little bit of glue come through. But this is an old button I found. I thought that was fun. Okay, so there we have that. Most of the red is covered. At least it's not obvious. maybe a little bit more glue there. It's fun to use all these little bits. Pickle jar came in handy. Okay. Get that cleared off. Let's put something down. Okay. Cute. Can I get it open? Yes. Okay. And then, now we could put something down here. I don't know if I am, but here's our little journal. I don't know if you can see it. See if it focuses. There we go. And I just took some sari silk. And I just wrapped around it. I left it loose because you could make this kind of fat. So here's one of our pages. And then you go to the back, and what I did was I just put a little bit from the Junk Journal Studio from the Botanical. Put a couple of the little signs. My fingernails are so vintage photoed up. And then I took one of the little things and made a pocket here, and I put a couple of little ditties in here. So we have this. I could write something on that. Maybe when I planted something, I could write a Bible verse or a poem, a saying. Here's another one. I love that. It's fun. And then on this one, I just added a little bit of writing space. Oops. A little bit of writing space onto that. It's fun. Tuck it back in. I think I'll go do it first. Okay, put this guy in. Even if you don't have a tin and you just want to make a little journal, this would be fun to do. So a little, you know, you definitely have space to write. And maybe you just write about one, you know, outing. Maybe you go looking at wildflowers or foraging or something, and you just write about what you found on that trip. So here are the different pages. All of these are from the Junk Journal Studio Botanical. I think they turned out really pretty as backdrops. They're all little cards that were in there or in the kit, or oh, just different little, like this one we cut down. You may remember that. Okay, and then just accordion it back up. I put a little bit of fabric on a few things too throughout. I put this little ruffle here. Just added a little bit. Most of it from the pickle jar. Not all of it, but most of it. Put a little tie. Okay. And then we're just going to pop her in there. Close the lid. There you go. Fun journal. It's the journal that keeps on fraying. The back isn't great. Not exceptionally great. I may dab a little bit more on there. But I'm going to call it done other than that. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you'll go over to Facebook and see the Vintage Daisy. And I put the link. I'll put the link in the description. And I hope you'll enjoy her Facebook Live when she did this. So I think it turned out pretty cute. Thanks for joining me, and just want to remind you that we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know that you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video, everyone. Bye.